They said it was impossible. Nobody can have a zero land deck. Aristotle and Socrates went back and forth about it in ancient times. Historians thought it was like the Holy Grail, a myth, but it's not. Instead, it's a treasure that's hoarded on the mantle of the wealthy elite because there is one problem with zero land decks: the barriers to entry. YouTube gurus will tell you, build this deck. It's $2,000, but not me. I'm a man of the people. This deck is $50 with zero lands, and we can still win. Obviously, we need mana. What are you going to do about it? Okay. Lotus Bloom is 0, gives us mana. Mox Tantalite is 0, gives us mana. We like those guys. We've also got Elvis Guy and Chancellor Palpatine. One-time use, give us a green mana. Now, we are screwed if we don't get these cards. But what are the odds that we do in any given game? 4%. You do the math, but we can improve those odds with Serum Powder. We exile our hand to the Shadow Realm, like Yu-Gi-Oh!, and 199 goes to 1 out of 92. I like those odds. It's a little bit better in our favor. Now, we have 1 to 3 mana from one of those sources. Good. What do? We cast a elf, basically. One of the elves or a Soul Ring or one of the other guys. That's 1 mana. We have basically all the 1 mana things you can think of. Now we can move up on the corporate ladder to the 2 mana artifacts that tap for mana, and that's good. Now we have a mana base. That's good. It's all coming together. And obviously you're going to ask, what's the mana for? Well, drum roll please. It's for our commander, Smeagol, Helpful Guide. Smeagol is a fun guy. Somebody dies, he gets tempted by the ring. When that happens, target opponent takes off their clothes until they reveal a land card. We put that onto our battlefield, and everything else goes into their graveyard. Yeah, I know what I said. We get a land, but objection, Your Honor. He said the whole video is a 0 land deck. Well, in my defense, Atticus, take it away. I have no land on my deck list. This is a 0 land deck. Is it my fault that I maybe Monkey's Pod and now I get land, but it's not my land? It's from an opponent's land. My deck has no land in it. It's not my fault they have land in their deck. Exactly. So now what? Obviously, we've gamed the system. I'm a genius. I'm better. I'm smarter. Now, call the ring. 1 and a black. We get a land on our upkeep. That's pretty good. And we can pay 2 life, draw cards. Drawing cards is good, especially when you have 99 non-land cards. And claim the pressures. We blow something up, we get a land. It's cool. Then we got Sam's Desperate Rescue. We get a land, and the IRS can't catch us when Smeagol gets removed, because that's probably going to happen. But we can bring him back, and it's all good. Enraged Tree Guy. He enters, we get a land. Then we got Golem's Bite. We pay 4 mana, which could happen, and we get a land. You got to do what you got to do. We've also got the Black Breath. That's pretty cool. We weaken our opponents and get a land from it. That's cool. And Bombadil's Song. We can give our guy hexproof so no one can remove him, and that's good because we get a free land with it. I like it. Now, Merciless Executioner. What's he doing here? We've also got Plague Crafter, Fleabag Marauder. We got Accursed Marauder. We got all these freaks, right? What are we doing? Well, they enter, they sacrifice themselves, pretty much, because that's the only way to do it. But everybody sacrifices, because let's be honest, they've been running the race way ahead of us. And like a tomato, we need to catch up. And the easiest way to do that is to remove their creatures. They've spent all their land building up. So we can just, anyway. So, Smeagol, I bet you didn't know, because he's only like 20 cents, he goes infinite with only the smallest amount of cards. Dunedain Rangers, Viscera Seer, Rampaging Baloths, Uruk-hai Berserker. Okay, well, you don't really need Uruk-hai Berserker, but it's good for the example. So, Smeagol, he's hanging out. Whoa, what's that? What's going on? Uruk-hai Berserker enters and the ring tempts me. All right, I'm going to make him my ring bearer. Makes it easy. So, we get a land. Now, the land thing is on the stack. We sacrifice Uruk-hai to the Viscera Seer. We do a little scrying. It's cool. He's gone. No more ring bearer. Sad. Which lets the Rampaging Baloth see, oh, there's a land entering the battlefield. Let me make a 4/4 green Mr. Beast token. That the Dunedain Ranger says, oh, whoa, the land is entering under my control. We don't have a ring bearer. Tempt him by the ring. We're going to go put it on this guy, then hold priority before the trigger goes on the stack for the other guy. Viscera Seer, this guy, get him eaten. Now we don't have a ring bearer. So when the land enters from Smeagol again, because he saw the ring come on from the Dunedain Ranger, he's going to go get a land, but we have no more ring bearer because, obviously, now we repeat this infinitely. Yes, exactly. I hope that made sense. Anyway, you could just Google it. It is what it is. Now, what's the end result? We milled everybody for everything they own. They have no more graveyard. It's awesome. No more deck. It's all ours. And, of course, the most important part, our no land deck, we have all their land now. We took all the land from our opponents. It's awesome and cool. Basically, Mirkwood Bats, can't forget about it. It's good. We're making all those tokens from all those things and we're sacrificing them. So that's like 2 life per land. It's good. All their blood belongs to us. They die eventually. If you care about a win condition, you also just wiped out all the mana they have because we took all their land. So it is what it is. We started from the bottom. Now we're here. Sick meme. It is what it is. We went from having no lands to having all the lands. And that's pretty much the best you could hope for in a $50 no land deck exactly. So that is the end of the video. If you liked it, hey, leave a like. If you subscribe it, hey, subscribe. I would appreciate it. If you like hanging out with freaks and weirdos and cool guys, come and join the Discord. And hey, if you have something you want me to build, leave it in the comments down below. I would appreciate it. See you in the next one. Peace out.